Hi friends, my name is Gina, if you do not know, and I am the creative behind Create and Daydream here on YouTube as well as Instagram and soon to be Facebook. I'm going to start a group over there, so stay tuned for that. Today I'm bringing you something that I've wanted to do for a while. This is a faith journaling process video using the Come With Me 2 Lent Physical and Digital Kit by Open Journey. I have a complete unboxing video on my channel that I will link below of the physical kit, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the digital kit here today. I wanted to tell you that I'm using a mixed media journal for this, and this page is my way of doing mixed media without actually doing mixed media. And how I'm able to pull this off is I use the digital kit and I mix it with the physical kit, and I just use a variety of different types of papers, and then I go in and layer it. It allows me to get really creative without the mess, in a sense. The hard work, the artwork has already been done by Ingrid, and I just really like to come in and put these pieces together in a way that gives me inspiration to kick off a brand new kit. And that is what this is. This is my inspiration, like Bible art, faith journaling page for Come With Me 2, which is the brand new Lent kit from Open Journey. And as you can see, I've taken this first piece, which has the boat and the flowers on it, and I cut it down the way I wanted it. So I wanted the florals to really stand out, and then I also wanted to bring in another dimension, another like piece of mixed media that I could have painted down, but because she does such beautiful artwork, I'm just going to use a piece of hers. When I make these pages, I always start out with backgrounds on clear sticker paper because they really just go together seamlessly, and I like to start with that as my base and then work up from there. And as you can see here, this is a big reason I'm a super fan of digitals, is I have this one background piece that she has made. I've printed it 3 times. And now what I'm doing is I've printed it again on cardstock, and now I'm going to start to lift up the page. I'm going to start to give it dimension. So while I'm doing that, I just wanted to share what comes in the Come With Me 2 digital downloads. First off, if you buy the physical kit, you can purchase the digital kit for half off. And the digital kit alone is $15. If you buy the physical kit, then that breaks it down to $7.50. Everything is designed and illustrated by Ingrid. She has Ingrid's Art Studio, and then obviously she owns Open Journey, and she is a phenomenal artist. I am going to link her stuff below because sometimes she will share her paintings, or her paintings will be in the background of something, and it's stunning to see what she puts together. Okay, so for example, like this is 2 different pieces, but you can't tell because everything goes together so nicely. And what I'm going to do here is I want to be able to use that piece that is behind the boat piece, but I also want to save the extra. So everything goes together seamlessly, but when it's a light color, you want to be extra careful if you do not want like the sticker lines to show. Sometimes that doesn't bother me if it's a darker color, but because these are lighter colors, I want to kind of line these up as best I can. So that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just cutting out this piece to line it up with the boat piece that I'm going to be putting down. And because it's clear sticker paper, I want to be real careful as to how I put it on the page. This is probably the most time-consuming part, is just getting everything laid down. But as the perfectionist that I am, you do not have to be perfect, because this is kind of what makes these pages fun, is when something doesn't come out perfect, then that's a place that you can add something else. So it's a big like layering thing. That's how I try to make it look mixed media. It's layering and finding pieces that go together nicely is something I 100% enjoy doing. So this next piece, this is my focal point. This is the center of my page. This is what I was drawn to. And this piece is on complete clear sticker paper. Again, I choose clear sticker paper for my first layer because everything goes nicely on top of it and it fits nicely together. When you use clear sticker paper or even white sticker paper, you just want to start in one area and slowly get it down, and then it pretty much goes exactly where you want. As you can see, I'm pulling the sticker paper backing as I go through this and then just smoothing it down. If it doesn't go on completely smooth, sticker paper gives you a little bit of time to just like brush out the bubbles. You could take like a credit card to it or just your fingers. I can take my nails to it because I have little nubs. And now I'm just going to come in, I'm going to put a little piece at the bottom as well. While I'm doing this, I just wanted to go back a little bit and explain more about the digital kit. I was calculating it out, and the digital kit, if you buy it at full price, is $15, but it has 41 files in it, like 41. So you get the entire devotional, and then you get the 40-day scripture reading plan. You get 25 coordinated artwork pages. Some are 8.5 by 11, and some are 8 by 8. Then you get 11 full sheets of background artwork, which is the pieces that I'm using here. These were full-size sheets. You get a page of journaling tickets, a page of washi strips, and then also the note from the artist. So it is jam-packed. It comes out to 37 cents a page, which is wild to me. I took a little coffee break, but if I have not said this before, her kits, her artwork is interchangeable. So this entire page is done just with the Come With Me 2 sets, but once I'm done with this page, I'm going to be pulling out all my Open Journey stuff because once I get going into Lent, I can use anything and everything to match. So it's kind of fantastic. And now I have the boats with the florals cut out. That was on cardstock. And then you saw me take another card that came in the physical kit, and I just cut the boat out. So that's going to give me like a 3D look. I'm going to start popping those up. And those other little pieces are just little sayings. One says, "Your face do I seek," and the other one says, "I am victorious through Christ." And I chose this verse here, which is Proverbs 3:6, to kick off Lent for me this year. And this verse came on a card that was in the physical kit, which she encourages you to tear. So that's what I did, is I tore it. And I love how the 40 just kind of shows up at the bottom of the page from my big piece. And then it has a little bit of it on the card, and the pink kind of goes together. So I'm just super drawn to this. And then now you're going to see me start putting stuff down. So initially I thought I was going to be putting this down with tape runner, and I decided to pop it up because I wanted to be able to come in and put more in there. So like I said at the beginning, this is an inspiration page for me. So at this point, I have not read through the entire devotional. I have a pretty good idea what it's about, but I like to look through all the artwork and just come up with a base. Like, what is going to be my inspiration for the next 40 days as I work through this devotional? It's kind of like picking out a style, because when I study, if you've watched some of my videos, I study pretty hard. So I want to always kind of kick it off, especially with Ingrid's kits, with something that gives me the inspiration to work through the next 40 days. And again, as I said earlier, I chose this little card because it has Proverbs 3:6 on it, and Proverbs 3:5 and 6 is super important to me. It's what I wrote on my arm when I got baptized, and I got baptized on Palm Sunday. So it all leads into Lent. And I always try to start a kit or a new project with a prayer and asking God, to give me the knowledge of what I should be studying and opening my heart to his words. And I feel like when I saw this card or this verse on this card, that was his little God wink, like, okay, here we go. We're going to really jump into this, and I'm going to take you through it. I'm going to come back to the verse here in a minute, but I just wanted to share here that I only use one of the pop dots. I guess that's what that's called. Maybe it's a foam sticker on these because they hold up so well. And I have 3 or 4 different layers and I want to be able to tuck things under. So I put it right down the center, and if I need to, at some other point in time, I'll come in and put more. But for now, because this is a journal, it doesn't have to like shut up like completely tight like a Bible, and it can be more open. So it gives me more room to have more dimension. Now I'm taking some of the sayings that she has on white sticker paper, and I'm going to be putting those in various spots on the page. This also, with the physical kit, these came on cards, and so there's like quite a few, more than quite a few different sayings and words, and it's one of my favorite things that she did about this kit. I have a typewriter, but it's super old, so to go in and get the typewriter look, I just can't do it. So as I'm doing that, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, I'm sure many of you know it. It reads, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take." And again, I wrote that verse on my arm when I was baptized, and there's a couple other things that went with it that I'm going to have to talk about at a different time because it's part of my testimony. But that's the main reason I chose this verse. It stuck out to me. It's the same time of year that I was baptized, and again, I feel like God gives us signs, and that was a sign for me. So here now, I'm back in with her white sticker paper. So these are pieces that are on white sticker paper. If you don't have the physical kit, you can print these out on white sticker paper with the digital kit, and I'm just kind of using them as washi. So I'm tearing them a little bit, and as you can see, they stand out because they are on white sticker paper versus being on clear sticker paper. So when I'm done with the background of this, it almost looks like, I mean, not even almost, it looks like this whole page could have been put together from Ingrid, and I could have printed it out. And that's what I really like about it. And that's what I call faux mixed media, because it's just a matter of adding elements in and kind of going with, obviously the inspiration comes from her and her artwork, but then the creativity is wide open to whatever you want it to be. And I'll share this real quick because I think this is important. When I tried out for Ingrid's team, or when I applied, I had no mixed media, like anything on my page. She took a chance on me, and I'm so grateful for that because I've brought something very different than the other gals. Is I don't do a lot of painting with stuff like this. I'm getting into it, but I'm still showing another way to use the products. And that just goes to show that God has given us all these different creative minds. And when you think you're not creative enough, I promise you, you are. And it's part of the reason that I am sharing my videos. I want it to be part of my ministry, that we can all learn from each other, and we don't all have to be the best at everything. Like, nobody is really the best at everything, but we can all pick up little tips from one another. So I would encourage you, like, to try out for teams that, you want to be on, but maybe you don't think you're qualified for. Let that be the artist that decides that. And this year I am really holding on to courage and just asking for things I want, and I'm very bold with that, and I'm confident in what I have to offer with my artwork or my creativity, and I hope that you all are as well. Like, if you need to Bible lift my page, that's why I'm doing this. Like, and that's like when you scrap lift, you get ideas from somebody else. I still take inspiration from other people, and I will forever do that. I kind of steer clear of Pinterest because there's so much on there, and I want everything to be my own. But if I'm doing something in particular and I was inspired by a certain creative on Instagram, for example, I always give them credit and I let them know. It's a really nice nod to the person that's creating. And I promise you, each and every single one of us has something that someone else can pick up from. So don't forget that. Okay, so that's my little advice for this video, and now I'm pretty much getting ready to wrap up here. I've taken some twine because I think it just looks really good with this page, and I am just kind of wrapping it up as you saw, and then I staple it with my tiny attacher directly to the page because I don't do anything on the back side of these pages. So this is the end of my page. The words that I used were, Jesus, I trust in you, your face do I seek, I am victorious through Christ, and then the card has Proverbs 6 on it. And that's it. I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I pray for you all, and God bless each and every single one of you.